Understanding Danish business culture begins with recognizing that Denmark combines a highly modern, innovation-driven economy with deeply rooted social values that shape how people work, collaborate, and lead. When you engage with Danish counterparts, you are entering a context where trust, equality, and consensus are not abstract concepts. They are active operating principles. At the core lies a strong commitment to low-power distance. Hierarchies exist, but they are understated, and titles carry less weight than competence and contribution. It is common for junior team members to challenge ideas constructively, and leaders are expected to be approachable, inclusive, and willing to listen. If you come from a more hierarchical culture, this can feel informal, but in Denmark, informality does not mean a lack of professionalism. It signals respect for everyone's expertise and a belief that the best solutions emerge when all voices are heard. Closely related is the Danish preference for consensus-based decision-making. Important decisions are typically discussed broadly, with stakeholders invited to share their views, raise risks, and test assumptions. This can make the process feel slower at the outset, but once a decision is reached, implementation is usually fast and smooth because people feel they have been consulted and understand the rationale. When presenting proposals to Danish partners or clients, you should anticipate detailed questions and open debate. What is valued is not a forceful sales pitch, but a clear, well-reasoned argument supported by data and a willingness to adjust in response to feedback. Danish business culture also emphasizes direct yet tactful communication. People tend to say what they mean without excessive embellishment, and they appreciate clarity, precision, and honesty. Over-promising or resorting to exaggerated claims will undermine your credibility. Instead, provide realistic timelines, transparent assumptions, and balanced assessments of benefits and risks. At the same time, the tone remains calm and measured. Raising your voice, using aggressive negotiation tactics, or applying visible pressure are generally counterproductive. By contrast, demonstrating that you are prepared, reliable, and consistent over time builds trust, which is arguably the most important currency in Danish business relationships. Equally important is the Danish approach to work-life balance and time. Punctuality is taken seriously, both for meetings and for commitments. Arriving late without a clear reason or extending meetings beyond the agreed time slot is seen as a lack of respect for others. The workday is structured to allow people to leave the office at a reasonable hour, and long hours are not worn as a badge of honor. Productivity is expected during working time, and efficiency is achieved through focus, clear agendas, and well-defined outcomes, not by being constantly available. When planning interactions, be concise, share pre-reads when possible, and come prepared with specific decisions or questions. This respect for time also extends to deadlines. If delays are unavoidable, communicating them early and transparently is essential. Another defining feature of Danish business culture is the broader societal value of equality, and the concept often summarized as "we before me." Team performance is generally prioritized over individual heroics, and visible displays of ego or self-promotion can be received poorly. While it is appropriate to highlight achievements, it is far more effective to frame them in terms of the team's contribution and the value delivered to clients, partners, or society more broadly. Diversity, inclusion, and gender equality are not peripheral topics. They are part of the mainstream business agenda, and many Danish organizations will expect their partners to take these issues seriously. Environmental, social, and governance considerations are similarly embedded. Denmark has a strong sustainability orientation, and companies are increasingly integrating climate targets, circular economy principles, and responsible supply chain practices into their strategies. When you present a business case in Denmark, being able to articulate not only the financial upside, but also the environmental and social implications will position you as a more credible and forward-looking partner. The Danish preference for modesty and pragmatism also shapes how innovation is approached. While Denmark is home to cutting-edge companies in sectors like life sciences, renewable energy, and digital solutions, the dominant ethos is practical. New ideas are evaluated through the lens of feasibility and real-world impact. In discussions, expect probing questions around implementation. How will this work in practice? What resources are required? What are the operational risks? And how will we measure outcomes? Providing concrete pilots, case examples, and clear metrics will resonate more than abstract vision alone. Networking in Denmark tends to be relationship-driven, but understated. Social interactions may begin more reserved than in some cultures, yet relationships deepen over time through consistent, reliable collaboration rather than through grand gestures. Small talk at the start of meetings is common but often brief and grounded in neutral topics such as current events, the local business environment, or, in some seasons, the weather. Sharing something about your own context and being curious without becoming overly personal too quickly helps build rapport. Face-to-face interaction, when possible, can accelerate trust, but digital channels are widely used and accepted, reflecting Denmark's high level of digitalization. When engaging with Danish organizations, it is useful to remember that decision-making authority is often distributed. Even when you have a senior sponsor, operational leaders and subject matter experts will play a critical role in shaping outcomes. This means stakeholder mapping and engagement are essential. Understand who will be impacted, who holds influence, and who will ultimately be accountable for delivery. In workshops or joint working sessions, encourage participation, invite different perspectives, and avoid dominating the conversation. Demonstrating that you are ready to co-create solutions rather than impose a fixed plan aligns closely with Danish expectations. Finally, adapting to Danish business culture is less about adopting a completely new way of working and more about calibrating key behaviors. Be prepared and punctual, communicate clearly and honestly, show respect for equality and expertise at all levels, embrace collaboration and consensus, and integrate sustainability and societal impact into your thinking. By doing so, you signal not only cultural sensitivity, but also strategic alignment with how successful organizations in Denmark operate today. For international executives, investors, and partners, these adjustments can unlock more effective collaboration, smoother negotiations, and longer-term relationships built on mutual trust and shared value.